chill out today. The humidity is making my hair just go pew, and all of this regrowth from having Louise is like a mess. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Well, we didn't come here to talk about my hair. We are here for some quilting of some sort. I am working on quilting my 4-leaf clover wall hang that I showed you guys last week. I have a few other things to do. I have a few more traveling blocks to make for Donna's charity quilts. So I have 2 or 3 of those to make. I have the rest of the yellow blocks for our scrap live on the 23rd. So I'm going to work on those once I get a few more things done, because I know that's not going to take me too long. I can probably finish that up in like a night, or if it's a weekend night, yeah, I can get it done. No problem. So, and then I also have those postcards. So I have a lot of things going on. I kind of want to just quilt, finish up that 4-leaf clover. I'm about done with that tonight. And then maybe square it up and then bind it later this week. And then I'll get started cutting up some fabric for the extra blocks that I'm going to be doing for Donna's charity quilts. So I think that's about it. I do have fabric that I need to start getting into. I need to start cutting for a test quilt from Heather. And an announcement regarding Heather. We will be going live for our BYOBOM. Expect us live on the 22nd. That's actually Austin's birthday, so be sure to say happy birthday when you join in. Hello, Janet. Good morning. Be sure to say happy birthday. Her and I have some scheduling stuff, so the 22nd is going to work best for us. So mark that down in your calendars for BYOBOM. It'll be our 3rd addition to the series, and Heather will be hosting over on her channel this month. So that's really exciting. Let's see, do I have any more announcements? We have a few lives coming up. So on the 12th, I will be going live with Gingerbread for an interview. I do not have the time on my little notes right here, but expect us live on the 12th. And actually, I think it's at like let's see, noon or 2 o'clock. It's sometime in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. I will make sure I get the time for that. I just don't have it written down on my notes here. And then I also have some lives. Hello, good evening, Vicki. I also have a very exciting announcement. So the 12th is Stacy Bloomfield from Gingerbread. She's my favorite fabric designer. She's amazing. I'm really, really excited for this interview. And the next day, the day after, I'm going to be getting up bright and early in the morning, to go drive down. Well, first I'm going to prep myself. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to curl my hair. I'm going to get out of my pajamas. Yes, I am. I love the sticky notepad. It's a little spool. Michaela got this for Mother's Day, and she also got like a really cute little tin that I showed you guys that says sewing is cheaper than therapy. I love it. I have a bunch of like little, I think I have my crochet stuff in there actually, like all my hooks and stuff. But okay, so sorry I got sidetracked. On the 13th, the day after our very exciting interview with Gingerbread, I'm going to be getting up bright and early, getting myself put together to drive down to Angela Walters' event studio, which is about 45-minute drive for me. So I'm going to be driving down to her studio to conduct our interview with the free motion queen herself. So I'm like literally, I can't even compose myself. I'm going to be fangirling again. I feel like, I don't know, I saw her at the quilt walk and I was fangirling like crazy. I was trying to keep it like chill and not come off too crazy. But yeah, that did not prepare me at all for this, because I'm going to be freaking out on this day as well. So on the 13th, we will be interviewing Angela Walters, which, oh my gosh, I can't even express how excited I am for this. So next week is a really, really big week. And then on the 14th, man, next week is packed. On the 14th, we will be doing our first live FPP tutorial over on the channel. I did get the go-ahead from Griffin and the Bear. I messaged her the other day just to make sure it was okay. Even though it's a free pattern, I wanted to make sure. And I said, hey, I'm planning on doing, an FPP tutorial over on my channel. Is it okay if we use your free pattern? And she said, of course it is. So we'll just link her shop in there. And she was also like, I wondered why I was getting so many downloads on that. So you guys have been great, giving her some support on the free pattern and some of the others. So thank you for doing that. She's a great pattern designer. Um, she's gonna name a pattern after me, which is insane. She said it was okay, and then a few weeks ago she had like a poll, and she's doing a series of capybara patterns, and she had a poll of like, what should I name these? Should I name them after something, or should I name them after you? And she said I was the only one that clicked name them after me, and it was mostly a joke. I didn't know that it was serious. So she's gonna name a pattern after me. I think we're gonna do, hi Christine, I think we're going to do the pattern. There's like a mama capybara and a baby capybara. And I'm like, that's perfect. So we're going to name it Beth and Archie. I'm trying to manifest a baby boy here. So let's see. But I thought that was really, really cool. So when she gets that all written up, she will send it over to me and I'll test it for her. What else? I'm trying to get some announcements out of the way. I finished up Clifford the other night, so if you weren't on the live, here he is. He's all done. A fun announcement regarding him. Me and Sylvia from You and Me FPP, we're going to start doing puppy pounds. I think that's what like the preliminary name is going to be. I think that'd be cool for like the whole collection, and then we could call them individually like bark blocks. I thought it would be a fun idea to make a series of cartoon dogs. So Clifford, she just wrote up Odie from Garfield. I want to do Blue's Clues and Scooby-Doo. There's like a ton of ones that we want to do and like have them be like a whole quilt of just cartoon dogs, famous ones. So that's really fun. If you haven't checked out her channel, go give her some love. She loves FPP just as much as I do, if not more. She's amazing. So if you haven't subscribed to her, go give her a thumbs up, comment on some of her videos, and hit subscribe because she's such a sweetheart. She did test this for me. Christine tested this for me and gave me amazing feedback. Thank you. And Donna also, oh, Goofy's perfect. Thank you, Janet. I'll put him on the list with my special notepad. Let's see, Goofy. Great suggestion. Thank you. What was I gonna say? I think I forgot. I thought I was on to something. But no, I'm not. Okay. I'm also thinking about getting into some more of the pattern writing. So we've looked into getting an LLC for Goody Goods and possibly selling some patterns online. I want to start doing some stuff that I'm not seeing on the market right now. Right now, I'm not seeing any state-themed blocks, so I thought it'd be really cool to do like the outlines of the United States, like all of the states. And then that way, like you can make a quilt of all your places that you've traveled to or that you've lived in, or you could just make like, pillowcases or stuff like that. So I think that's where I'm going to go next. I think I'm going to do some states. So that's exciting. Let me know in the comments if there are any patterns that you'd like to see that you're not finding, because that's my thing. Like, I don't want to make something that's already out there. Although there are a lot of fun things that I want to make, like flamingos. There's probably so many flamingo patterns out there. But I do want to try and cover some of the stuff that's not out there. So let me know if you have any ideas on that. But for now, we're going to go on over to the Cutie. Ooh, that'd be awesome. Yes, I would love to do that. And also, like, a perk of it as well is, like, doing the outlines, it's a lot easier. So it's really giving me, like, even though I have the technique of writing the patterns, I have the technique of how to put an FPP pattern together, it's the software that is so difficult. So using, like, an easier pattern, like doing the outlines of continents or states, it gives me some time to really practice in the software and also make my presentation a little bit better, like my pattern packets. I want to do a little bit more branding on there. I want to make sure I have my social media on there. I want to have stuff like that. I want to have page numbers. I have a lot of notes Based off my first pattern, I have a lot of improvements that I want to make for future patterns if I really get into it. So I'm just really excited. I've been wanting to do this forever, and Clifford is just like getting my shoe in the door. I'm finally like really, I'm like, okay, I can do it. Like, that was the confidence boost that I needed. I was like, I want to do it, but I don't know if I could. This proved to me I can do it if I set my mind to it. So I might as well keep going. Okay, let's go on over to the Cutie before I jabber on anymore. Hi, Maddie. How are you doing tonight? Disclosure, I am wearing pajamas. Yes, I have been wearing pajamas all day long. Today was my day as a full stay-at-home mom because Austin goes to the office on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So, yeah, I am in my pajamas. So take it how it is. Also, my hair is a wackadoodle mess. I've got my baby hairs all over the place. I was going to try and film a video tonight, but I think these are a bit distracting. I can't do much about this, guys, other than put a headband on. That's my trick. I'll put a headband on and hide these things so they don't look like I stuck my hand in a socket. Sorry, got to go. Grandson just arrived. Yay! Enjoy your time with your grandson, Janet. I know you were looking forward to that. All right, I'm going to grab the tin bucket that Michaela got me. I have it like in this really cute display with my amigurumi stuffies. So, oh, a post thing fell. One of my swap blocks fell. I hate when that happens. I'm going to try and position my laptop so that you can actually see what I'm doing. All right, here we go. There we go. So like I said, I'm almost done. So maybe when I'm done, we can move on to those blocks that we need to make for Donna's traveling quilt. I want to like not be headless for the whole video, but I also don't want you to see my whole pajama situation here. Hi, Tracy. So please give me some grace here. I know this is super bright, but it does help me see where I'm stitching since I'm using a light gray thread. Oh, I already positioned it. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. All right, now I'm going to roll this up so that I can see where my lines are. I went live earlier today over on Instagram. I saw a few of you over there. Christine was over on there. Tucker hopped in for a little bit. And Kristen from I See Stars was even in for a bit. I was starstruck, I'm telling you. And I'm not just saying that because she is the star queen of quilting. I was just surprised that so many of you guys tuned in. I don't really go live on there as much since I've started my YouTube. I'm always live on here with you guys. So it was really cool to just hop on there for a little bit, even though the kids were fighting and the dogs were barking and it was pandemonium. That's just a look into my life. Okay, here we go. We're going to see how far up we can go, how far down we can go. So I'm going to take my tape that I've been reusing for the day. I don't want to waste my tapey tape. And we are going to do some pebbling. I do have a lot of spots that I've missed. Honestly, I feel like I should move it up a little bit, even though it's a huge hassle. The pebbles are hard. I've gotten really good, I feel like, at traveling now. I've been really trying to like channel my inner Angela, like her videos and everything she's been teaching on her free motion quilting series. I've been really trying to implement all of that in the way that I'm thinking while I'm doing the Cutie quilting. But it's kind of like, at some moments it'll feel super, super natural, and then you'll hit like a rough patch that you haven't thought ahead for. And then you're like, ah, it's like you lose the reins to the horse and it just goes on without you. That's how I would describe it. This is not how I want that to go. So, although I think it's going well, it's not super consistent or as consistent as I would like it to be. I do have moments where I'm super comfortable and I think I know what I'm doing, but then it's like, haha, you think so?
let me show you that you really don't know anything. Because there are some gaps in here. This is a present, so I don't think this person's going to judge it so much. He's not even knowing it's coming to him. So hopefully he doesn't know anything about quilting. He just is like, wow, this is amazing. I think it's pretty good. Like, I'm going to give myself some credit. My swirls have gotten better. You can tell in the first clover leaf where I started, they're a little bit rough. And then they got better. This is like very bright. We're going to turn it off for now. It's obnoxious. Okay. But now I feel like I don't have enough light over here. Maybe I can just turn it down a little bit. All right, let's turn this down. Here we go. Okay. Hi. Hello, Mary. Oh, awesome. Congratulations to your grad. That's exciting. All right, I'm just going to start here. I'm not repositioning it again. Oh, goodness gracious. That did not sound good. Oh, and I broke my needle. Turds, man. Fantastic. Come on, little needle. You are going to be replaced with a new needle. That stinks. R.I.P. R.I.P. Alright. Well, that stinks. I was excited to get started. Of course not, though. Okay. I think this is like maybe the third time I've had to change a needle on here. Maybe the second time. Because if you remember a while ago, I came on live and my needle broke. I'm not even kidding. Like 1,000 times. Like it kept breaking. I'm like, well, I guess I'm not quilting anymore tonight. And then I also thought the needle got stuck in my hole. That sounds so weird. I thought the needle tip broke down into the bobbin hole. And so I was freaked out. I didn't want to use it. And I couldn't get the sole plate off because it was a brand new machine. I have to remember which way because I know the side goes. Darn it, I should have paid attention before I took that off. Anyone with a Juki, does the flat edge go to the side? My Juki, it goes in the back. I think with the Juki, or my Singer, I think the Juki is off to the side. We'll just see if it fits anywhere. How it fits. You'd think it'd be whichever way it fits in there. Hi, Patty. Watch me struggle tonight. I just broke a needle. If it happens again, we're just going to switch gears. We're going to switch gears. If it happens again, fingers crossed it doesn't. I think it happened because I was too close to this bar and it like hit my clamp and then broke off. So let's hope I put this back in right. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. I do not know how to use the automatic threader on this thing. It's so different from my Singer. So I just always do it by hand. Which just now, that took like no time at all. But if you've been on my lives, you've seen me hunched over trying to get a needle through or a thread through my needle like for so long. Okay. Let's move down a bit. Here we go. There we go. I'm actually going to put these on so I can see a little bit better. I never do that. My eyes will thank me later. Okay, are we ready? Let's go. Let's do it. We're gonna do some pebbles. Press our foots down. Oh God. These pebbles are looking rough. I did not mark my quilt after I moved it. So I'm gonna have to pay attention to my throat in the back. I know I'm getting close. Yeah, I was like almost right at the spot where I wouldn't be able to reach any further. So I'm glad that I stopped. Sometimes it's hard to like watch where you're at, and then also if you don't mark it, at least look at where your throat is before it hits the bar. Do you guys want to see the back? For those of you who weren't in the Instagram live earlier, who may not have seen, this is what I have so far. I have a lot of pebbling in the background, and then in the clovers, I have swirls. So that's what I have so far. Trying to be motivated by Angela. I kind of thought maybe it'd be cool, and then look at the back. I just used like scraps. Oh my gosh, the back looks really cool. Like that looks awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. I didn't see you jump in. I was busy stitching. How's your evening going? I loved watching her, Amanda's premiere today. I know I already said that, but I've never like watched a premiere before. I've seen that option before, while I'm like uploading videos and stuff. And I've always wondered, like, oh, that sounds cool. But I've never seen anyone do it before, and it was really cool to interact with her today. So just let her know she did a good job. She had a ton of quilters. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Tracy. I'm trying. I was kind of thinking it'd be cool to bring this, like finish it up, and bring it to the interview on Wednesday and show her and be like, this is what you've inspired. I'm trying so hard to do what you're teaching in your free motion quilting series. So she would either look at it and be like proud or be like, oh my goodness. There are a few spots where I don't have pebbles. So once I finish, I think this will be my last round. I think I can cover to the very edge. I'm not doing the solid green border. I'm not doing any quilting on that. I think I'm just going to either leave it as it is or stitch around, like stitch in the ditch for that. Because I want the interior to really shine. And this is too far up. I'm not going to be able to reach where I want to reach, so I have to take it all off and reposition. So I'm just going to scoot it down just a tad. One day I will know where to put the clamps. I'm getting better though. I'm getting better. I'm actually using it, so that's a start. I remember Austin bought this and it sat down here for like a month, and I was so busy with so many other things. Let me get the tension. There we go. I was so busy with other projects that I wasn't able to play around with it. And now look at us. We've done 2 quilts on here. We've done a wall hanging. We've done a test block. And now we're doing this wall hanging. So I'm proud of us. We've done a good job using this and learning how to use it. It's not just sitting in here anymore. This is perfect. All right, my laptop screen keeps going down. Hi, Sandra. All right, here we go. There we go. We can reach exactly where we need to reach. I can get all the way. I wonder if there's a way to just slide this quilt down on the frame, but there's not. We're going to have to reposition at the very end. I'm okay with it. Let's just get started quilting. Thread up, bobbin thread up. When we're done with this, I'll move on to working on some more traveling blocks. Got myself in a corner, but I'm working my way back. Ah. It's almost like Pac-Man in the corners of your quilt where you don't want to get stuck or the little ghosts come in closer to you. You gotta work your way around. I'm gonna run out of bobbin threads soon enough. I wish I had a camera that I could show you what I'm doing. I love watching long arming videos. Oh, that was a long pebble. That was a wonky pebble. I'm about to reach my side of the frame, so I'm gonna have to stop. And cut my thread. Alright, do you guys want to see what I just did? I just made the longest pass ever. I am so proud of that traveling. I was able to quilt all of this area without breaking threads. Alright, so do you see those pebbles? I started here, moved here, went into here and did a little swirl, then made my way back here, and then worked all the way up here, went up in here, traveled up even more, and then got to my point. I can't reach this right now, so I'm going to have to move it. But I just traveled so freaking far. I'm so proud. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Heather. Hi, Amy. Thank you. I'm seeing a lot of people that I missed while I was sewing. Beth, where are your kids? They're sleeping. It's bedtime. They were on earlier. It was a long day. We had 4th of July, obviously, and then last night my parents came over super late, and they stayed up late, and we did fireworks, and I don't know if they skipped naps yesterday or not. So today was a pretty rough day. Addington and Zoe got into a lot of fights, and so they usually go to bed around 7:30. So they're in bed. They are sleeping. They brushed their teeth and hit the hay. I'm so proud that I did that. Yeah, if they're not down here with me, when I come down at night and it's quiet, that's a good indication that they're sleeping. Louise, I got her down, gave her a bottle, gave her some cuddles, and now Austin's laying with her. He always lets me come down here and sew a little bit at night, which is really nice of him. I appreciate it. And then when I'm done, I go back up and I cuddle with her. Where is Zoe? I saw her earlier. Just now? Just now. I hope you didn't see her earlier. She's definitely in bed. Well, I can hear her up in her room walking around, but it's bedtime over here. They are sleeping. When I was on earlier on Instagram, they were both up, and we went to go have some dinner upstairs. We had some chicken and apples. No, on Instagram, yeah. She was up. She was down here with us. She got mad because Addington asked me, like, right when I started that video, he asked me, can I sit in your chair? Because he likes to sit in my sewing chair, and I said, sure. Zoe was minding her own business, doing her own thing, totally, like, doesn't care what anyone else is doing. And then she just decided out of nowhere to go over and harass her brother and try and push him out of the chair so that she could sit in the chair, even though she didn't want to sit in the chair, like when he was asking about it. So it was just stuff like that all day, honestly, where they were just fighting and fighting. I hope I can get this very last corner quilted before my bobbin runs out. Let's see if we can do it. Oh my gosh. Did I call it or did I call it? I called it. Good thing we wound up bobbing earlier today. Hopefully tomorrow. So Addington was supposed to go hang out with Gigi and Pa today. They had some fun plans. He was just going to go, just him. It was going to be a special day for him. He was going to go paddleboarding with Gigi. But he got handsy with his sister today. And they were both fighting, honestly. And I told him, I said, you know what? Knock it off. Like, this needs to stop or you're not going to go. And I really do believe that consequences, like especially at this age, it's really important, although it sucked. And honestly, I was looking forward to it as well. So not only is it a punishment for him, but also for myself. Because obviously, I would love for him to go have fun and spend time with Gigi and make memories and do fun things. So it sucks telling him that he can't go. But I had to tell him, I said, you know what? You know what, dude? You cannot do those things. And I've given you multiple warnings, so you're not going to be going to Gigi's today. Doesn't mean you can't go there another day, but today's not the day. It's not fair to them either. You're not going to go over there and be in this mood. And so he didn't get to go today. But I think, honestly, it's just from being so overstimulated with, you know, whenever the holidays come and go, we stay up later, we do fun things. It's overstimulating with all the people that they see. And so, oh God, I hope I didn't move that. I felt something. I heard something. I don't even know what that is. I know it's a tension knob. So usually the days after the holidays are really, really hard over here because it's like you have to get back to normal life. Yes, I agree. They are just being typical kids. They are literally best friends, though. Like, they play, Addington and Zoe. They play all day long. They get along. Oh my goodness. I can't even reach to where I need to go. Lord have mercy. I'm not paying attention. I need to move it. Move it up. Ugh. They're best friends. Like, they're so close. They play all the time. It's just like sometimes. Some days are better than others, I guess. And then you've got them fighting today because they're exhausted from staying up so late last night with Grandma and Grandpa. And then you've got Louise running around just in complete agony because she's cutting both sides of her 1-year molars. And Lord help her, she's like so uncomfortable. She's been cutting these for like a few weeks. So she's been miserable for a while. We give her Tylenol, and you know, she's not really a big teether. Like, she won't pick up teethers and teeth on them or anything cold. Like, she won't let us put stuff on her gums, nothing like that. So you kind of just have to wait for the medicine to kick in, and then once it does, you're like, please last. Please last until I can give you the next dose, you know what I mean? Because it does suck seeing her so uncomfortable. Ugh. This is like the most like annoying part of the Cutie, is like trying to get to the places you can reach. Because you only have so much space to get into. And like, I can't get up to where I want to go. I'm going to reposition it because I really don't want to have to connect threads again. So let's see what you guys are saying while I'm doing this again. My 2 younger heathens have started teaming up to try and get away with stuff. I swear. They should have been twins. Oh my gosh. The stuff that comes out of their mouth, too. Honestly, I'm like, I did not teach you that. You did not hear that from me. I'm not taking responsibility for that one. Addington has a good mouth. He does not, most of the time, like, his things that he says to, like, you know, upset me or hurt my feelings is, "You're a butt." Like, he'll say, "You're a butt, Mom." And I'm like, okay, like, I don't say that's the worst you can do because I don't want him to try harder, but that's like where his heart's at. Like, he's such a sweetheart that's like what he says when he's upset. Now Zoe, on the other hand, you make her mad, you never know what's going to come out of her mouth. Like, she will tell you straight, and she'll give you the most attitude out of all of them. Like, she is ridiculous. Not loving the tension on here. Not loving it. Oh, let's pull it down even more. We're almost done. But Zoe scares me, literally. She scares me. She is so funny. I don't know what Louise is going to be. Like, she's still so young that it's like a mystery. Like, come on, are you going to be a Sour Patch Kid where you're sweet and sour? Or are you going to be mostly sour? Are you going to be sweet? All right, here we go. Because right now she's just our little princess. And that might be because she's the youngest. And we just have this image of her where she's just a perfect little baby. Because she is. Because she is. But we may be so mistaken come a few years. Ah, yay! I got some quilt kits off Buy Nothing. Score! They're Christmas themed too. Some of these pebbles are looking rough. Come on. Sometimes the button isn't as responsive as I would like it to be because it'll like either not start when I press it or it won't stop when I press it. And it'll just sit there doing some stitches. All right. I see a bunch of threads on the back that I need to trim. Let's look at it and see where our holes are that we need to fill in. Honestly, I'm not too concerned with it. Like, if it was going to another quilter, I would make this perfect. I'm obviously trying really hard. I'm being a tryhard right now. But I'm okay if it's not perfect because this is going to someone who's not a quilter, has no idea. Like, I don't even know if they'll think that I made this or not. Okay, I have pebbling to do all on that top white border section, and then I have 1, 2, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes to fill in. So why don't we just go straight across, and then I'll work my way down. I might not be able to get far enough down to where I can reach where I'm going here and where I need to go down there. So I might have to reposition. But we are going to get this finished. We're so close. And then I need to make some blocks. Do you think we can do all of the things that I need to do within the next hour? Because I need to be off again by 10. Hey, this is amazing though. Who would have thought that I would have been doing this? Like, I didn't even think a cutie was in my future, and then here we are. Like, I think this looks good. I think it'll look even better once I trim it squared up so I can see, like, you know, the final thing all together. So let's just go all the way across. I hope I'm, like, far enough over, I swear. I swear, y'all. I swear. That y'all's for you, Heather, if you're in the chat. Heather, not Heather G. Heather J. Let's see if I can make it all the way over. I'm literally a hair. A hair. We're just gonna go for it. I don't even care. I don't even care. Man, I wish I had a long arm. That way I wouldn't have to reposition every pass. The one thing that I did not do when I started the first clover, it's February 23rd through the 26th, Shelia. All right, do we think we can make it in here? I swear, if I have to readjust, I'm going to lose my dang mind. It's close. I'm going to be hitting this, and it's going to be messing me up. So, again, we readjust. And really, that just means moving it down just a tad. And then moving it down on here. I want it to be straight. This is not straight. Honestly, my border, like my piecing could be off too, though. This is so frustrating. I don't want to complain because I know I'm really blessed to have a cutie, but it is kind of a pain in the rear to constantly readjust. I just want to keep doing the quilting part, you know what I mean? But to put it in perspective, if I was doing this on my domestic machine, I would be cursing, so. Alrighty, this should be just enough space. I'm so bummed that, like, I have some gaps here. It's making my life. So maybe we'll just go across and then we'll go do some piecing. I will take a break from Cutie Quilting. I don't know if you guys enjoy it because I don't really have, like, a good view of, like, where my needle's going. I don't know how people do that. Maybe, like, a GoPro, but the GoPro I have is, like, super, super dated and would just honestly be a terrible, terrible view for you guys. I'm gonna, dang it. I'm gonna start over here, I guess. Right here. And then work my way up and over. I should be able to get all, let's check. Hey, that'll do it. That'll be fine. It doesn't have to be perfect where I can get to all the places that I want to go. But I want it to be good enough to where I don't have to be repositioning every single time, you know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Do you guys enjoy watching this or no? Would you rather watch me do FPP? You can't really see what I'm doing right now. press? I didn't think I pressed it, but I guess I did. About to hit the sidebar where I can't quilt anymore. Oh God, we hit it. Made me swerve. It made me swerve. Whee! Alrighty. You know what? I'm happy with that. I don't think I need to fill in the gaps. I don't think I need to. There's one gap. Well, I can see like for sure 4 gaps. There's only 4. Okay, there's 5. There's 5 gaps. It's National Quilt Show. QuiltCon is the bee's knees, apparently. I've never been. I was going to go next year, but baby. But I believe there's like a show, there's vendors, there's a bunch of like people that show up. It's just like full of quilters. I'm interested in watching the FNQ on the Cutie. My Q-Zone hoop frame comes Friday, and we'll have the same kinds of issues. You're going to have a little bit more room than I do, though, so you won't be repositioning as much. I am so excited for you. I cannot wait. I like watching you piece. I like watching you no matter what you're working on. Oh, Laura! I have the same frame and also have to readjust. Did you make the PVC frame that is on top of your sewing machine? My frame came with this Y-shaped handle from the bottom. That's what I have. I can get the file for you or the link to the post, but do yourself a favor because it's in that group. If you have a Facebook, go to Cutie Quilters. It's a Facebook group full of people that have the Cutie Grace frame or the Grace Cutie frame, and that's where I found the PVC pipe instructions to make an over the head bar. It really does make a difference, and it's a lot cheaper than buying the overhead ones that the Grace company makes. Let me show you the back. It might be easier for you to see what's going on here. Oh my gosh, look at the outline of the clovers on the back. How fun is that? Can you see the gaps that I'm talking about? You can. There are some gappage. Let me bring a light on over here because I feel like you just can't see anything in here. The light. Did that help? All right, this is what we have. This is what we have, folks. Hello! Oh, that's a good show. I haven't watched it in a long time. How is it? I've never been, but I expect similar to Quilt Week in... I guess it's really big. Like, it's a big thing. But this is what it looks like on the back. I'm pretty proud of these swirls, though. They look a lot better on the back. The background fabric is doing me some justice than they do on the front. I feel like on the front you can see all of the, like, mistakes. See, there's a gap right there. Gap. Gap. There's 4 gaps. There's another gap right here. And it would take literally 2 seconds to quilt, but 5 minutes to readjust the frame. Do we want to do it? Do we want to do it? Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Laura. Should we readjust it and fill in the thing and like just we've got an hour and a half. Well, we've got an hour and a bit. The mistakes will look better after you walk away and come back. Um, it's the gaps, Natalie. It's the gaps. You know what? It's just gonna take 2 seconds. Let's do it. Christine, I'm on your team. Let's do it. It's gonna take a little bit, and then we can just do some piecing. I need to work on some traveling quilt blocks, so that'll be a quick little thing that we can do afterwards, and hopefully get those blocks done so I can send them out to Donna. It'd be awesome if I could position this to where I can reach these areas without having to move my needle or move the whole wall hanging on the frame again. Fill in the gaps. Thank you. Super pretty quilt. Thank you so much. Okay, we're filling in the gaps. We're filling in the gaps. Thank you for motivating me and telling me, don't be a lazy bum. Just get it done. You're so close. Why not? Yeah, this is a special quilt that I'm making. If you've been following along through this, depending on how long you've been following along. So my mom had a scare in Florida a few months ago. She and my dad were vacationing out there in Clearwater, and they were walking back from breakfast one morning together, and my mom just like looked over to my dad and was like, Chris, I feel weird. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I can't breathe. And then she just collapsed in the parking lot. So she had a pulmonary embolism. She coded 3 times. I thought she coded twice. Like, that's what we were being told when I finally got down there. I got down there the day of, so it happened at like 8 in the morning our time. 9 in the morning I got a text from my dad saying that my mom was being ambulanced to the hospital. And I didn't really think much of it. I was like, you know what? She probably just had heat exhaustion or something. Like, I honestly didn't think it was anything serious by any means. I thought that it was just some kind of crazy thing that happened, you know what I mean? I was wrong. Very wrong. And she was in the ICU for several days. But anyway, I finally get to the hospital out in Florida with my dad. I wanted to be there for both of them, obviously, not just my dad, but imagine being somewhere I feel like my needle just broke again, but I guess not. So I get down there finally, and that next morning I go in because visiting hours were done. Like, they basically were like, oh gosh, we just got a terrible text message about a family member just now. Send some prayers up. Long story short, we weren't allowed to go into the hospital. We could only have one person at a time. And so I was really upset. I was like, are you kidding me? And this dude that told me I couldn't, obviously it's policy. I get it. Like, I'm not the type of person ever to yell at people or get upset. But obviously that was just a situation where, you know, your emotions they get the best of you. You're freaking out, honestly. You're just freaking out. And so I was pissed. I was like, what do you mean? I didn't say this to him, but... So I sat right by the entrance. I was like, you know what? If I can't go in, I'm going to sit right at this door because I want to be as close to my mom as I can if she passes away. Luckily, she did not pass away. She's alive. But this dude at the door, he was the one that did not let me in. And I wanted to strangle this dude. I literally sat on a bench that whole day and just like stared him down. I made it my mission. And I'm not this type of person at all, I swear. Like, I'm usually pretty even keeled and understanding, but obviously my mom's like dying upstairs, so I'm like, what the heck? I can't go be with my mom right now. We don't even live here. We don't have a place to go. I don't have a car. I flew here last night and I can't even go see my mom. So I stared at this dude. I was pissed. Sorry, obviously I can't focus and quilt at the same time. So I was really mad at this guy. And then my grandma flew in the next day because that was like the soonest flight that she could get. And she's, older. She's my grandma. And so we sat outside. Like, we all sat outside in Florida heat on this bench. And it was hot. I mean, I'm a ginger. I'm very fair skinned. I was burning up, but I did not care. Like, we were not leaving my mom. We were not going anywhere. And we just took shifts. We just kept going in and out, up and down to her room. And then finally, one of the days, he saw me and my grandma sitting out there all day long. And he was like, it was almost like, okay, I can't get rid of you guys. Like, you guys aren't going anywhere. Everyone else that was being sent home, they were going home. They were going to their car to sit in their car. We did not have a car. We were getting a ride to and from the hospital from the people who ran the resort that my parents were staying at. Super sweet couple. That's actually the quilt that I made, that baby quilt, is being, well, it got sent out to the wife of the couple or whatever. So we didn't have anywhere to go. And the guy was like, okay, you guys have been sitting out here all day long. Why don't you go sit in the chapel? And this was the guy that I wanted to kick his butt the other day. I was like, you know what? This guy's very nice. He let us sit in the air-conditioned chapel, and he was like, just stay in here. Like, nobody's got to know. I'm breaking hospital policy right now. Don't say anything. And so he was nice enough. He let us sit in the chapel on the days that he worked. And so one of the days, I went to Starbucks because there was a Starbucks in there. I'm not a huge Starbucks gal, but I do like their donuts and stuff. I went and got him a muffin and, a drink of water because he sat outside and he was hot too. And he had to deal with people pissed off, just like I was that day. Like, he got screamed at and cussed out. Like, I was very, I was calm. I said something snippy. I didn't yell or say anything mean to him, but I just snapped a little bit. I think I was just going through so much. But I gave him a muffin and I said, this is an apology muffin. I'm so sorry I was mean to you the other day. Thank you for taking care of us. And so that just goes to show you that even people, I don't know. It's just policy. You can't get mad at people. He was enforcing a rule. Oh my gosh, did my computer log out? I hope the restream was working just now. Because my computer, went to its lock screen. But he was super, super nice. I friended him on Facebook. We went and saw him the day before. Well, the day that we went to fly back home, we stopped back at the hospital. And said goodbye and took a picture with him. I was just a wreck. But I'm making this for him because he was so nice to us even when I was unkind to him that first day. He really took care of us. He's a really sweet man. And when I followed him on Instagram, I saw that he's really big into Irish stuff. So I thought that, 4-leaf clover would be kind of cool to make him. So that's why I chose to go with this pattern. And then I tried to find fabric that would appease both him and his wife, because I'm hoping that they use this in their home, whether it be a wall hanging or a table topper. I wanted it to be masculine, but also something that she would like. Oh my gosh. I keep running into the side of my bar. I thought I could do this without repositioning 20,000 times, and I was wrong, y'all. I was wrong. Not the first time, but I think that's the only... I only have 2 more gaps. I've got a tiny, tiny little gap over here. Everyone has a job to do. So, so true. Yeah, I freaked out. So that first day, I was told that I couldn't go in the hospital. And I was trying to call the hospital. I was trying to call, like, and see if someone would let me in to, like, be with my dad. Like, I was so upset. You know, I just fly out there. You don't know what condition your mom's in. You actually, like, you've heard the worst the day before. And they're like, you know, just seeing my dad's reaction. Like, he's very even-keeled, calm, collected, never freaks out. But the way he reacted when he called me, like, I could tell that, I mean, it was very serious and that she wasn't expected to live. So I was really upset. I was like, oh my gosh, I flew out here to be with my parents and I have to sit outside of this freaking hospital all day. And then, like, also I have to worry about my grandmother who has heart problems of her own. She's sitting out here in this heat, even though she's sitting there the whole time. She's like, I'm from Arizona. It's more of a dry heat there. I'm not hot. And I'm like, Grandma, you should not be sitting in the sun right now. So I was just, like, so stressed. I was trying to keep it together for everybody, but this situation of not being able to go in, like, made me lose it. Like, it made me lose it. There was a really nice nurse named Jenny who worked in the ICU. And that first day when I was calling around, she, I guess, like, heard me. I called my dad. So I FaceTimed my dad. I didn't realize that anyone was, like, in the room. If I did, I probably would have watched my language a little bit more, but I was like, this is just ridiculous. I want to be up there. I need to see Mom. I want to be up there with you. Like, this is just ridiculous. And I probably was throwing around some curse words. And I guess the nurses were going in and out of her room and heard me. And Jenny was so nice, and she was like, my dad came down. He was like, you know what? We'll just switch spots. Like, chill out. Just relax. Obviously, this sucks, but, you know, we can't do anything about it. I'll come sit on the bench for a little bit, and you come see your mom. And so I go up there, and I go from, like, heated, like, I am going to kick someone's butt, to just seeing my mom and just, like, bawling my eyes out. And I think the nurse saw that and was like, oh, she's not a raging bitch. And she let me and my dad sit there. She was like, you can call your dad up. I'm hitting that bar like crazy. Oh my God. These gaps are not going to be filled in anytime soon. I did not move it over enough. She said, you know what? Just, like, call your dad back up. He can come up here. You know, it's our little secret, pretty much. And so we were able to sit up there in her room together for like 4 or 5 hours. And then she was like, okay, people are catching on. You've got to go. So I was like, you know what? I'm fine with that. You were super, super gracious in letting us be up here. So thank you. I think most of it was just, like, not knowing what condition she was truly in. You know, you read, like, everyone's reactions. You're like, okay, Dad's freaking out. I saw a bunch of nurses working on her on, like, a FaceTime, but I didn't know what they were doing. Apparently they were reviving her during that point. So, luckily my mom is okay. This is going to be going to Doug. His name is Doug. He works at the hospital. He's, like, the sweetest guy. For me to, like, not be so nice to him, and then for him to be so nice and let us sit in the chapel for a few days, says a lot about his character. Like, he could have just been like, screw you, lady. You were so mean to me. I'm not letting you sit in the air conditioning. No, F that. But he was really cool. Really, really nice. So I hope he really likes this. I hope he's surprised. I mean, of course, I didn't tell him, hey, I'm making you something. He has no idea that I'm a quilter, unless, I mean, we follow each other on Facebook now. I swear, if this is not far enough over, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. Let's watch Beth reposition a wall hanging 20 times on her Cutie. Being in a hospital through COVID was a tough time. I'm sorry. That was a situation. Yeah, I know. I can't imagine, you know. We were able to meet a lot of people going in. We called ourselves the greeting community, or the greeting committee, because we just sat outside the hospital for days. And we would talk to people, and they would tell us about like why they were there and like about their loved ones. And we would like pray with them. My grandma would like pray for people coming into the hospital. She would pray when we were in the chapel. That's like the hospital chapel. So there was workers who would come in and pray before their shifts. And my grandma was a really religious woman. And she would just like ask them, "Can I pray for you?" And so, yeah, I thought it was just a very interesting time. Very spiritual time for sure. All right, I'm going to fill this last gap in, and then we're going to go do some piecing. I think this is going to be good. All right, I think those were all the gaps. I think they were all the gaps, and I even put a little swirl in that center square. So let's pop this off and go give it a gander. The 3 tools you need close by when you're doing cutie quilting or long arm quilting. Tweezers, a seam ripper, and some snips. I've learned that. No more walking back and forth to my table over here. Okay. Alrighty. Here it is. It's all done. Look at all of those pebbles. I've been watching her like fillers series, Angela's fillers series. So I was like, you know what? I really want the leaves to pop, and so I'll just do some swirls in here and then do pebbles all the way around. So I thought that that would be a cool way to do it. So let me move all of this stuff. Guys, look at my desk. I've got my scrap blocks here, my block that we're doing on the 9th on Saturday on Sean's channel, my Clifford pattern, my scraps from the Clifford pattern, my scraps that I'm using for my block that I made that we're going to be making over on Sean's channel. I've got postcards. Oh, Lordy. I want to kind of square this up real quick so that it's ready to bind in the next couple days. Let me know. Should I bring this to the interview and show her? Should I show Angela before I send it out to Florida? Should I be like, "Hey, Angela, look at what I did. I tried to follow in your footsteps. Tried to follow your YouTube videos." The back looks really cool. I should probably trim some threads too. How's everyone's week so far? Are we already looking forward to the weekend? Oh boy, I do not know about this area right here, but I have some thread that is coming undone. Yikes! Maybe we can stitch it down. Where are you? Where are you, little thread? That's not good. There it is. I'm just gonna like go over it on my domestic machine and then back tack a little bit. Where did it go? Oh, guys. Yes, it did. It did get interviewed, or the schedule got, the schedule got interviewed. The interview got scheduled. So on the 13th, where did that go? On the 13th, so next Wednesday, I will be going to her event studio and interviewing her. Heather, I'm right there with you. Today was long. I'm so mentally tired, it ain't funny. Girl, I am with you. These kids drained me today. How do I keep losing that? Okay, found it. I'm just gonna stitch a few stitches. Just disregard that tiny little line. Doug, his name's Doug. It will be live. It will be live, and it'll be recorded in her studio. I'm dying, guys. I'm dying. You guys are going to have to pinch me, and then you're also going to have to admit, like, do some CPR of some sort, because I'm going to lose my freaking mind. I have no idea. The 12th, like that week, next week is huge. Like, it is such an exciting week. I get to see our baby. Like, that's my first appointment on the 12th. So I'm going to go to the doctor in the morning on the 12th. Sorry, I'm trying to line up my ruler and talk, and that's not going well because I'm not even on my cutting mat here. Okay. So I get to see our baby for the first time, so that's like a huge thing. I feel like it doesn't feel real yet. So once I see the heartbeat and everything, that's going to be like a big moment. It always is a big moment for us. So, and then after that, after my appointment, I'm going to rush home for my interview with Stacy Bloomfield from Gingerbread. She is an incredible illustrator, fabric designer. It's amazing. Hello, Tracy. And so it's just a really big week. We get to see the baby and talk to some like really amazing quilters over on my channel, which honestly, I'm just so grateful that they're giving me the time of day. They don't have to respond to my emails or messages or agree to anything, and they are so kind to do so. I'm in comparison to them, I'm a nobody. So I think it says a lot about them and their character and like who they are for them to agree to do these with me. Both of them are really sweet ladies. So I just wanted to say that because I think that's important. I know, like, I'm in no position to be talking to these ladies. Like, they are so special. Everyone that's been on my channel for interviews, like, thank you. Because it means a lot to me. It really does. I value your time. Hey there. How have you been? Rough week. I hate cramming 5 days of work into 4. Oh, boo. Hey, but is it worth it when you have like a longer weekend, or is it still sucky? Oh gosh, don't move. I used to hate squaring up quilts because I was doing it wrong. I'm probably still doing it wrong, but I'm doing it less wrong, I think. They're more straight than they used to be, and they're less of a pain in the booty to straighten up. None of my quilts are perfectly square, so there's that. Perfection is not something that is achieved in this sewing area on anything, really. Alrighty, let me show you. Ta-da! It's done! You are special too. I love your interview style. Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. That really does. Doing good. Thank you for asking. Hoping you're doing well. Cramming this week, coming back from vacation, but short week, so can't complain. So there we go. I wonder if I can like turn you guys can't see the quilting at all on the front, but on the back you can, which is, I mean, my lighting here, I feel like my camera is just like terrible. Let's move you guys over here. Bam! I'm like gonna just show this off forever, guys, because I'm very proud. Look at that quilty texture! Who doesn't love dense quilting? Like, seriously. This is amazing. I feel like the back looks better than the front. It really does. Okay, I'm gonna trim these threads and then we can start cutting fabric for the traveling quilt. I hope I have enough white fabric for the background stuff. I really need to record a video. I recorded a video the other day, but I did not edit it. Now it's like I have so many different things to say. I'm like, I just need to re-record it. We are trimming our threads over here though. Get on over here. Get in my snippers. There we go. The baby quilt was received. It got delivered yesterday. So that's always good. I hate mailing stuff. It just gives me the worst anxiety. Am I the only one that hates mailing quilts? It's literally painful for me. Like it is painful. My the visions that I get in my head of like them being drop kicked off a bridge or something, like the box it's in, or someone like saying, oh, I wonder what's in this box, and then finding a dope, like a really cool quilt and be like, oh, perfect, I'll keep it. I hate mailing quilts. I hate it. I will literally harass the person and be like, hey, did you get it yet? Let me know when you got it. Let me know. Because I stress over it like crazy. Should I stitch in the ditch around that solid green border or nah? I think those are all my threads. One more. There's another one. This thread likes to stick to the fabric. It doesn't like stick up anymore. Okay. I think that's all of the threads that I need to cut. Let's audition some fabric for the binding. I have an idea for what I want, but we are working with what we've got. So I've got this thatched fabric that would look really cute as the binding, or I could like piece all of these together, these scraps, and make it like a scrappy binding. I don't know if he's a scrappy kind of guy. Like some people want things uniformed. Like I have customers that want things on the straight and narrow, and then I have some other customers that want it crazy and fun and surprise me. I don't know what Doug is. I feel like he'll be happy with whatever, but I didn't see you were live till just now. I'm headed to bed now, hoping to catch you tomorrow if you're on again. Good night, Janine. Good night. I was just working on this right here. Let me show it off one more time because I seriously I'm proud of these pebbles and swirls here. This is what I was working on. So I just trimmed it up and then I'll bind it later this week. So we can pop this over on the rack. I'll try and photograph it. I need to record a dang video. I'm telling you guys, I'm so sorry. How about we just use some of the scraps right here for the traveling blocks that we're going to send Donna. Let me grab my phone so I can get the measurements. We'll put Clifford on over here on my rack so he's not getting mangled by all the stuff. Okay. Oh, let me find my email that has all the measurements. I'm doing just a simple block, guys. I do not have the attention span right now to do anything super complex. I just spent all of that. I spent all of that brain juice doing the cutie quilting. So let me grab the pattern. It should still be in my email. Oh, you know what? I think she emailed me on my other email. I have 2 emails, and I just got a new phone, and for some reason, it's not, like, recognizing. Like, I even added my other one, and it's not doing it. Manage account. Add another account. I did add another account. Continue. Let me log into my email. Please, I need to do some cutting so I can get this done. enter your password. Of course it's password. Just kidding. It's not. Just trying to be funny. Beth, how were the kids after nap time? Hoping it was a bit smoother. It was better. Thank you for asking. It was better. Zoe's room was an absolute disaster. She likes to rearrange. She likes to redecorate in her room during naps, like after she wakes up. So that's like a daily thing over here. And I have had it with it. I am like so done with cleaning her room over and over and over and over and over again. So I was like, you know what, Missy? I'm doing this one more time. I got a big bag and I'm like, we are donating the toys that you do not play with. The toys that you just throw on the floor, we're donating those. The stuff that you do play with are going to be put away in the correct place. I know I sound like such a hard ass right now. I'm not that kind of mom, but there needs to be some sort of structure. You know what I mean? Like, I need to lay down the law sometimes or they're just going to walk right over me. And that little lady, I'm telling you, I've cleaned her room so many times. So she did a really good job. We cleaned her room together. She helped me. So I got the barrister block. And I emailed Donna. I said, I'm sorry for being a pain in the booty. Can I get an easier block, please, so I can actually do it? Because the barrister block looked very tricky. Okay. I'm going to cut all these 1/2 inch larger if I have enough room so that I can trim down to size because my last block was short even when I was using this. Wait till you have to secure the bed frame and dresser to the wall because they literally move them around the room. Okay, so her dressers are secured to the wall because she's a climber and I don't want her furniture to fall on her. So that's like a huge thing. Hi, Melissa! I need to show you what I just did. You're going to be so proud. My little YouTube mama. Hi, Kelly! Studies show that kids with less stuff use their imagination more and play better. Don't feel bad at all. Yeah, I'm done. I'm like, it's hard. It's like really hard because a lot of the toys that she has in her room, I envision Louise playing with. Like, we have kept everything pretty much since Addington was little. And so, let's see if this is large enough. 3, okay. So we've kept everything so that, you know, if once the other kiddos get old enough, they can play with it. And so it pains me to throw stuff away. I mean, we do it very often. We don't throw stuff away. We just donate it because another kid can play with it. Let's see. I need 5.5. Oh, actually, I'm going to do 6. Yep, I'm going to do 6. Hold on. So I get in moods where I'm like, we are purging everything. Let's go. Because there's only so many times you can clean your kid's room before you just start to like mentally decline. You're just like, I'm going to lose my damn mind. I'm like cursing like a sailor tonight, but it is true. Like, it's been a day. So I apologize for the language. I'll try and tone it back. But yeah, there are days where you're just like, come on. You open that door and you're like, please don't dump everything on your floor. Because she'll go through her clothes. She'll go through all of her toys, her stuffed animals. She'll take everything off her bed. She has learned how to like move the crib off the wall, which is kind of what you're talking about, Tracy. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's straight ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Straight ridiculousness. These are going to be some fun blocks. I'm making them all a 1/2 inch larger because my last blocks were short. So maybe the next time I throw some things in a bag for Goodwill, I'll tell her, this is good for your imagination, Zoe. I'm going to imagine you not ripping everything out of your room and throwing it on the floor. She is so destructive. She literally took baby powder and poured it all over her room a few weeks ago. Why? Like, why? And then it's like Louise has a sore bottom and we don't have any freaking baby powder because Zoe had some kind of like rave in her room. Bless you. So, these are going to be really fun. I don't know if I'm making 2 or 3. Is Donna in the chat by chance? I can't remember if I signed on to do 2 or 3. Okay, I'm going to show you. Everyone's going to be like, no, stop showing us this. But I'm really proud. I've been like flaunting this around. So I finished up quilting this. Oh, I noticed another thread to cut. Goodbye, thread. Okay. This is what I finished up, Melissa. So on the front, it looks like just a regular quilt because you can't really see a ton besides the pebbling, which is really nice. But look at the back, Melissa. Also, look like from far behind, you can see the outline of the clover on the back, which is really cool. You can see like where I did different density of quilting, which is pretty cool. And so that's what I did, and I am so dang proud of it. It's not perfect, but it's the most I've done on my Cutie. It's the most I've tried. So thank you, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. I want to make one for me now. Sounds like Zoe will be a great leader one day. Laura, you are so right. We always joke that she's going to be a CEO one day, and she's just going to boss so many people around. She's going to meet some very nice man and just like, she's going to rule the world. Oh my gosh, she definitely is. You're so right. Thank you, Shelly. Hi, Mary. Thank you, Melissa. My son did that. I made him vacuum it. They like vacuuming. That would not be a punishment, Kelly. They would then start fighting over who could vacuum it up. Like, they literally fight over cleaning. They're really good kids. Like, it says a lot, I think, to say that they're going to fight over cleaning. So I want these to be 3.5. So they really are good kids. I'm very lucky, but they drive me crazy. But I will give you guys an update on Zoe and her potty situation. She has been using the potty like a champ. Hasn't had any accidents. She's been doing a really good job. I'm really, really proud of her. She's the most strong-willed of the kiddos, so I was really concerned. I was like, this is terrible. This is not going to be fun. Hi, Mom. Don't forget to pay the rent, Melissa said. Thank you, Melissa. Melissa, that's a great idea. You could do a series, call it Anything You Can Piece, I Can Piece Better. Anything you can quilt, I can quilt better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. My kids are in their early 20s now and are good friends. I think they're going to be really good friends, too. So, you're giving me some hope, Kelly. Oh, you ran out of yarn. Yeah, I had them on because I was quilting. Do you want to see Doug's block? I finished quilting it. I have to grab some white fabric for this background. I think I put it in here, what I had left. I hope I have enough. I hope I have enough. This passes as white. It's not, perfectly white. It's like a cream off-white, but, it's close. Thank you, Melissa, for that reminder. Everybody, please stay safe. All right, we need... Hold on. Nope. Turds. I'm giving a personal PSA because I've seen disrespectful comments in several chats that last couple days. Don't disrespect people in the chat. Amen. Get them, Melissa. No negativity on my videos. I haven't seen anyone get crazy in my chat. Thank goodness. All of you guys are a good group. So thank you. I'm going to go grab some yardage. This is going to have to pass as white. This is going to have to work as white. This is what I've got. I'm a mama bear. I don't think, no one's been mean to me. everyone in my chat every night. They're very respectful to everyone. So I'm very, very lucky. Thank you, everyone, for being adults, being nice, being kind, being loving. I'm very lucky to have good people on my channel. I have not seen any craziness yet, but it is not welcome here. So thank you, Melissa. Been waiting on that. Ooh, white, off-white, eggshell, bone, ecru. Thank you, Kelly. I feel validated here. I was worried. I was like, I'm breaking the rules. It's not white, but it should work. Okay, so I need 8 of these. I don't know, like, if I can say the measurements online, because I think, like, Donna must have, like, I don't know if these are purchased by someone, so I did not purchase it, obviously, so I do not want to say the thing and get in trouble. Hi, June! Oh, no. Again, just want to say I haven't seen anyone do that on my channel, so, I hope that, no worries, Heather, I got your back. Beth, I want to see the block. Oh my gosh. I know, I need to just keep it over here. Sorry. Hold on. People are going to be so annoyed. They're not going to want to see this block ever again. I feel like I've just showed it off so many times. Why is your ponytail crooked? Makes me feel better about my life and my crazy hair that I've got going on, Mom. Okay, we've got 8 of these blocks. 2, 4, 6, 8, and I need to cut 8 more. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. Let me get Doug's block for Mama. One last time. I won't annoy you guys with this anymore. This is for my mama because she hasn't seen it. Here is the quilting that I did on here. Those are called pebbles, those tiny little circles, Mom. And then I did some swirls so you can see it really well on the back. That's what it looks like on the back. You made it because I died a few times. Yeah, I did. And someone let me sit in the air conditioning. He was really nice, so I feel like he deserves a wall hanging. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. No, definitely not Shelly. Definitely not. And I get that sense from Heather, too. I feel like she's just like a straight shooter. She's very blunt, and I've never been offended by anything that you or anyone has said. No worries. Watching your fingers. Why are you watching my fingers? Oh, because I'm cutting. I'm fine, Mom. I've only cut myself once. Stop it. Thank you. Okay. 1,000 hexies. Oh, no. No, it's a gift for someone who worked at the hospital. I'm surprising him and sending it to him. He has no idea that it's coming. So, I don't know. Like, he follows me on Facebook now. We friended each other because we went through hell together. I feel like he's family, and he really took care of us. So I need 2 of these. He really did take care of us. He was really, really sweet. And when I followed him on Facebook, when we became friends, I noticed that he's like Irish. And he's very proud of Irish like culture. I don't know if he himself is Irish or what. I'm kind of guessing he is if he's that much into it. And so I thought a 4-leaf clover block would be perfect for him. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, I just want everyone to know, just reassure, like, everyone that's in the group right now, you guys are all amazing ladies. I've never felt victimized by any of you, so thank you for making it a welcoming space for everybody. I really do appreciate it. Melissa, thanks for watching out. I don't think she was calling anyone out that's in the chat right now. So, like I said, I'm making these blocks a 1/2 inch bigger because I do not want to mess them up again. They were like a 1/4 inch off. So I'm going to lay them out over here and we're going to piece them. We've got plenty of time to finish these before I have to go. And then later this week, we can work on finishing up our scrap blocks for the scrap party. We've had a lot of things going on over here. I feel like I've been constantly like project. So, and I still have a beautiful stack. Let me give you guys a sneak peek. You guys are gonna be like, you said you didn't have white. Well, this is for a test project. I bought exactly what I needed for the yardage, so I can't cut into this. So it was painful. I'm like, I could cut into there and What in the world are you doing? You just scared the bejesus out of me. What are you doing? Dude, you can't just do that. You can't just sit in the dark and stare at someone quietly. Addie, what are you doing? What are you doing? I know you can hear me. Dude, come here. You just scared the shit. I turn around. I'm showing you guys some fabric. And he's standing at the top of the stairs in the dark. No, Mom, it's not Austin. Guess again. What in the world are you doing? You scared me. What are you doing? You don't want to be in your room. It's bedtime. You should be sleeping. You scared Mommy. You can't just stand there in the dark quietly and stare at me. That's very, very creepy. No, Mom. He can't have his phone right now. He needs to be sleeping. Hey, you can say hi to everybody, and you need to go back into your room, get in your bed, and go to sleep.
But Mom,
What?
I want to go back too.
I will be going to bed. I'm going to bed in a little bit. I'm piecing 2 blocks, and then I'm going to go lay up there with Louise. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to bed too, just not right now. I'm going to bed in a little bit.
After you done sewing?
After I'm done sewing, I'm almost done. See? Almost done.
Good.
And then I'll go to bed.
Good.
There's nothing fun happening down here right now. I'm just hanging out with people online. Okay? I'm not like blowing balloons or watching Paw Patrol or nothing like that. You're not missing out, okay?
Okay.
So you go lay down. You go get some sleep because it's bedtime.
Can I say hi?
You can say hi, and then you have to say goodnight to everybody. You scared the bejesus out of me, dude. You can't do that. Stinker. Apparently, yes, he can, Beth. Oh my gosh. Grandma said, look at that. Love you. What does that say? Can you see it?
Yeah.
What does that spell?
Me.
Yeah? A-D-D-Y? What does that spell?
Me.
Addie. She's saying she loves you. Guys, he scared me. He just scared me. Oh my god, I saw a ghost. I'm gonna tell Grandpa was here. Oh,
Mom.
Grandpa said hi too. And Tracy said hi.
Mom.
What?
I got something down here for you.
What did you bring down here for me? Melissa said hi. Kelly said hi. Grandma said hi. Grandpa said hi. Oh, that was very nice of you. Thank you so much. Did you know that that goes down here?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now can you go get back in your room and go to bed? Say goodbye to everybody. Say goodnight.
Bye. Good night.
All right, I love you. Hugs and kisses. I'm going to bed very soon, okay? I'll see you in the morning.
Mama.
What?
What can you take me in?
Can I tuck you in?
Yeah.
How about you go up there now and go lay down. And before I go back up to the room and lay down with Louise, I'll sneak into your room and give you a hug and kiss and tuck you in, okay?
Okay.
High five?
No one needs to my bangs. Love me.
Okay, I love you. Let's do it right now. And let's do that right now, okay? And then I'll come in and give you a hug and kiss before I go up. Deal?
I wonder when you don't doing that.
Okay, but it might be, I have to sew these. How about you go upstairs to your room. We'll do the thing right now. Say your thing. Say your thing.
I want you when you sneak up into my room.
Okay, go on, so I have time to do this. No, Mom, he's not calling you. He's going to go lay down in his bed and not sneak up on Mama anymore. Mother. Beth, do you have a link for your pattern yet? Which one? The Clifford one? Or the one that we're going to be doing over on Sean's channel, just like the simple block? Mother, it's not funny. He about gave me a heart attack. This child, oh my god. Just the other week when I was going to grab something, he's sitting upstairs. Where are my clippers? He's sitting upstairs in the dark, sitting on the floor. Super quiet. Clifford. Yes, I do have the link for him. I'll post him in the community chat as well. But I did post the link in Discord, on my Facebook, on my Instagram. I just haven't. I think I may have posted the link to him in my live where I was sewing him the other night, where I was finishing him up. This is super basic. Better than hostage negotiators, mothers. Oh my gosh. He wants me to go tuck him in right now. I'm like, let me finish these blocks. Good thing I'm not doing the barrister blocks, am I right? He would be waiting until tomorrow to get me to tuck him in. Oh my gosh. Mom, it still doesn't mean that I deserve to be scared just because I did it as a kid. Doesn't mean that he has to do it to me. Oh, I'm going to have a lot of these blocks. I thought I'd cut enough to make one. I think there's two. Good night. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you soon, okay? Have a good day at work tomorrow. Maybe not. Interesting. I have two here. Two here. I might have just pieced these wrong. What? I swear this was how it's supposed to go together. I might have just cut too many. He is a ghost. He's so quiet. He's so quiet. For him to like lurk at night. I mean, I don't hear his door open or anything. Like, and he just sat. I don't know how long he was standing there. That's the thing. How long were you standing there in the first place? Yeah, I don't think this is right. I don't know what the heck I did, but this is why you follow directions.
Oh, it is right. I need to do my side blocks. That's why there's 4 of them over here. So I don't think I cut enough of these like little squares. I'm gonna have to recut some. I got distracted. Good night, Laura. Oh goodness. Scared the crap out of me most times. Again, not my fault. That was my... Ah! Alright, come on, Jack. Jack, stay back. Gonna have to rip that out. It's only 9:28. I was wondering, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna have enough of these. I need to close my window. I'm getting, like, now that he's spooked the heck out of me, I'm like, I need to go... I don't know how Heather seam rips like the way she does. I can't do that. So I go every 2 or 3 stitches. Now I'm like on guard. If I wouldn't have messed up, if I wouldn't have had to negotiate with a toddler, I would have been able to get these blocks done too. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Especially since I'm seam ripping right now. Jack, stay back. Na 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 na. Get on the come. Everybody cut loose, but loose. Kick off your Sunday shoes. Please, please, hold me off my knees. Jack. Hey, Crystal. I did some cutie quilting earlier tonight and finished up a wall hanging. I did like a bunch of pebbles and swirls. I know, Mom. You said that. Good song too, Beth. Classic. Oh, I have to seam rip this as well. Wait. Yes, I do. This one goes on the top. See, even though I told you, I'm so happy I did not agree to do the barrister block. I barely have the attention span to do this simple little block at the end of my day without having to get Jack out. I'm still like, I keep looking up to make sure I'm not like being stared at. I'm not being watched. These are such pretty fabrics. I hope it's like the perfect way to use scraps. So I did see something I want to mention. I did post it on Discord. Oh, first let me finish. So I did some cutie quilting, and now I'm working on some extra blocks for Donna's charity quilt event that she's got going on. So I'm just working on really simple blocks, and even simple blocks, Beth's got to be making some mistakes here and there. To be fair, my son just scared the heck out of me. We are trying to get this done before I have to get off. And and my top thread just decided to not work. We are racing against time, y'all. I'm going to try and, if I have enough time, photograph. I should probably just wait till tomorrow for sunlight to photograph that clover wall hanging. Good night. All right. Let's start this over. Next are seams.
pedal to the metal. Hi, Tracy. Even with a what? What is the deal with my lopsided pony, mother? What is the deal? It makes me feel better because my hair is a mess. What is the deal with you picking on my ponytail? All right, here we go. Now I've got that stuck in my head. I need a different song stuck in my head for the night. Let's see. For a rainy day. Alright, there's block 1. I tell myself, even though it's a simple block, it is going to be in a nice, pretty quilt surrounded by other beautiful quilt blocks. Ta-da! Okay, I will iron it tomorrow and trim it down to size. I just want to get these pieced before I have to piece out. Ooh, that was smooth. It's not symmetrical. Who cares if ponytails are symmetrical? That's how I'm wearing my hair. So listen to the chain smokers. I'm guessing Dad said that. We are opening this up. Your head. It doesn't matter where my ponytail is. Will you just stop it? Melissa, you're about to have to kick my mom out of the chat. They're making fun of my hair. Banger songs. Dun, dun. Beth, I appreciate your lives. You go on live when you want and you're about the quilting. So awesome. Thank you, Natalie. I'm glad. I'm so glad to hear that. I love going live. I love hanging out with you guys. I always have like 1,000 things going at once. Oh, dang it. I wanted to mention something before I have to hop off. We are sitting at 9:35, so we're in a good spot. Okay, I wanted to mention something that I saw on Facebook. I like it, Beth. I used to wear my ponytails like that a lot. I like it because it reminds me that I have hair. If it's on the back of my head, I look bald, and then I've got my baby hairs going crazy. I feel like it helps me out a little bit. It is a ponytail from the 80s. Thank you, Wendy. Oh no, I'm not doing that one, Melissa said. Well, now that you mentioned the 80s, I like the pony. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Wendy. Okay, so I saw something on Facebook. I want to make a post about it on my community wall page. I still don't know what the heck that is. I just saw that I can post something now. I saw something on Facebook and hi, Donna. I'm working on your blocks. I can't remember. Did I sign on for 2 more or 3 more? What was the verdict on there? I was hoping you would hop in tonight at some point so that I know if I have 1 more that I need to do, I'll have to do it tomorrow night. But I'm just using some scraps from the 4-leaf clover that I made. And this time, I cut my pieces 1/2 inch bigger than I needed to so that I can move it down. 5. Oh, Donna. Oh, you got me. You crack me up, girl. Look at this fabric. I haven't ironed it yet. Look at that. Look how cute that is.
It's the leftovers I have from the wall hanging I just made. I need to show you since you just got in the chat. I am so proud of it. And I figured it's been long enough. I can show it again on here. Hello, Donna. Oh, you just wait. No, mother. No. Not doing 6. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to get done. I'm happy to help out and make more, but I am not doing 6 more. I mean, I could, if that's what needs to be done, I definitely will. But it's just not happening tonight, that's for sure, because I'm about to have to get off before 10. Okay, I'm going to show it again. Donna, this is what I was working on at the very beginning. There's my second block. I will iron these so they're nice, fresh, and pretty, and then I will square them up and send them out to you, Donna. Let me know if you want me to do any more. I do have some scraps that I can work with. I don't mind, especially when it's this simple block. I will make however many you need. I agree with Mama. 6 sounds about right. Oh, gosh. You two, do not encourage each other. All right. Donna, this is what I finished up tonight. I'm showing it again. I'm pretty proud of it. So I put this on the Cutie and I quilted it. So you can see some swirls in the clover, and then you can see all that pebbling in the background. And then here's what the back looks like. Let me find a good side. This was my better side. So look at that. I'm really, really proud of it. I'm really proud of those swirls. They got better as I went along. So did the pebbles. I'm trying to get the light to hit it so you can see like, I think it's really cool that like the density of the pebbles were a lot more dense than the swirls, so that you can see the outline of the clover and the leaf. So I'm really, really excited to send this out. Oh, Donna saw it in the chat, but I'm wondering if I should bring that, if I should bind it, and then bring it to my interview next week with Angela Walters to show her my free motion quilting. And then she can give me pointers of like, okay, this is what you need to do around here. This is what you did wrong around here. Hi, Nancy. Okay, one last thing before I have to pop off. So I did the clover thing today. I finished quilting that, squared it up, and then I worked on some more blocks for Donna's traveling quilt that she's doing with a few others. So Donna, please let me know if you need more of these. Like I said, it's a simple block. I've got a lot of scraps, so I don't mind it. Just let me know if you're still short. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Crystal. Donna says, yes, bring it. Okay. So does Katie. Okay, I'm going to bring it with me. I'll bind it, bring it with me, and then when I'm all done, I'll ship it out to Doug, who's in Florida. I'm so close, sweetie. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be up to tuck you back in, okay? Go back up to your room. I'll be there in just a minute. You want to tuck your own self in? You don't want me to come tuck you in? You need a hug? Okay, come get a hug and kiss. Come here. Oh my gosh. He's like, I can tuck myself in, but I need a hug and kiss. Playa. Huh? Oh, okay, so are you ready to be tucked in? Can you give me like 2 minutes and I'm going to come off, I'm going to get off of this and then I'll come give you hugs and kisses and tuck you in again? Deal? Okay. Okay, well then good night. Where is the interview? It's going to be July 13th at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I am going to be going over to her event space, so it's going to be in her studio. I am like gonna die. I'm gonna die. So that's where it's going to be held. It's not going to be a virtual one like I've been doing every other interview. It's actually going to be like in the flesh. I'm going to be sitting there talking with her, asking her questions. It's going to be insane. She may give you tips, but would never tell you anything that is wrong. Yeah, she's so, so sweet. Don't give my Bubba a hard time. Where is the studio? It's in Missouri. That's all I can say. I'm not going to give out the place. You should take it with you. Thank you. All right, Donna, like I said, please let me know if you need me to make any more blocks. I can probably squeeze some in tomorrow night before I get back into my scrap blocks for the scrap party on the 23rd. I have 4 more yellow ones to make. I have some postcards to wrap up, send out to some people, and then I can cut into this fabric that I didn't get to show you because Addington scared the dickens out of me. Yeah, not far from me at all. It's about 45 minutes away. Yes, it's in Liberty, Missouri. So here's the fabric. I'm doing white for the ghosts. This is going to be a background fabric. It's Ruby Star hole punched in black. And then I'm using the Maywood Studio Halloween fabric that I got last year in the October sampler box for the detailing. So this is a test quilt that I need to get cut and pieced together in the coming few weeks. I need to get on it. So once I wrap everything else up that I've got going on, that's my next big project that I'm going to be focusing on for a little bit. So that's really exciting. I still have her strawberry quilt top hanging out on my rack. I need to get that basted and quilted and loved on because it's just hanging there. But yep, that's about it. Okay, she said, yes, if you please. Okay, I'll make 2 more and then I'll message you. I'll get those. I'll work on that tomorrow night, okay? Because I'm going to have to hop off and go tuck Addington back in. Good night, Mom. All right, I'm going to hop off. Thank you so much to everyone who has stayed in the chat and been super, super kind and encouraging and just been really good friends. Thank you for everyone sending prayers up to my mom right now. Good night, Crystal. I think it sounds like a lot of us are going to be hopping off. Mom, he needs to go lay down, not get amped up. I'm literally going to go up there, tuck him in, and he's going to go to bed. He shouldn't be up right now. Do not encourage it, Mom, or he's going to be doing this every night. Urgh. Okay, good night, everyone. I love you all. See you very soon. Good night, Tracy. Good night, June. Good night, Amy, Melissa, Christine, Mother, Nancy. Love all of you. Let's see, did I miss anyone else? Crystal and Donna and Nancy and Tracy. Good night. I love you all. Good night, Heather. Have a good day tomorrow. Make it a good day. Tell yourself it's going to be a good day. Good night, Shelly. Good night, Katie. Good night, Tracy. Good night, Mary. He needs his grandma. No, Mom, he needs to go to sleep. All right. Bye. I'm pressing the button or I'll stay up here all night saying goodbye to everybody and rambling on like I